Welcome, from is a Realme C11, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a brief overview of the phone itself. So let's pop it open and see what we get inside. Apart from the box that barely wants to open. There we go. Now inside you get a little booklet. Hey, welcome to the Realme family. Inside looks like a very limited amount of paperwork that no one really cares about. Then we get the phone itself here. So I'll mention that the phone was already set up. It's not gonna need any setting up. I'm gonna set it to the side for now and come back to it in a moment. Then inside you get the cable type, USB type A to the micro USB, I think it was. So we don't get type C. That's a little bit unfortunate for the device that was released in July 2020. And we also get the power brick. Now I guess I'm not going to be expecting much from this. It looks like it is going to be 10-watt charger. It looks like it right over here. So again, not the greatest charger. And that's all we get in the box. So let's just set it to the side. And from here we can move on to the phone itself. So if I power it on, there we go. The first thing you'll see is this fairly big screen. This is a 6.5-inch display with a fairly small resolution of 720 by 1560. So you get just the HD resolution, and it's an IPS. When it comes down to pixels per inch, the density of it, it's 270 pixels per inch. So again, not the biggest one. Personally, I don't really care about the resolution. It looks okay. It's sharp to me. I don't really require anything sharper than that. It doesn't really look blurry or anything like that. So don't mistake that the low resolution will have much of an impact here. And when it comes down to screen to body ratio, it's an 81.7%. Now probably majority of this comes from the bottom chin. That is kind of unwieldy. It is a fairly big one right here, comparing it to all the rest of the device. Then moving on the front you can also see that there is a selfie cam. And this is just a 5 megapixel wide sensor, nothing really special here. And at the back, if we go there, you have this square looking camera setup, even though there is only 2 cameras and 1 flash. And the main shooter is a 13 megapixel wide, and then you have a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And that's about it from the camera right here. And when it comes down to taking a photo, we can actually quickly look at it how that performs. There we go. Set it up. Okay. So let's quickly capture a photo right here. So that's okay-ish, I would say. There's a little bit of the blurring on the bottom. It does deal with the shadows fairly well here. I've seen phones that were more expensive that made anything below right here, the waist of the figure, just kind of black and unreally seeable. Although you can see that it kind of makes the red hat a bit of a red blurry mess, so that's one downside. So, I mean, for the price, I would say that the camera is really good. The device costs roughly around $100. It is, I guess, sold only in India, I think, considering that's the only price I could find. And it costs exactly 7,499 rupees. So, I did convert it, and that is about $99.9. So this is a really budget device, I would say. Now let's also look at the selfie camera and see how that looks like. so I can already see it is kinda not the best. It completely makes a blurry mess of my hair. Let's zoom it in. There we go. So you can see it completely loses all the quality from hair, and overall it just looks mediocre at best. So this is not the best selfie cam, I'll have to say. So moving out of the camera, the phone itself comes with a MediaTek G35, also has a 2GB RAM with a 32GB built-in storage. I do assume it is expandable, considering that it's not a lot, but honestly I have no way of checking it at the moment, I think, unless I can really quickly find the SIM ejector somewhere. And there it is. So I'm gonna quickly look at it. And yeah, there is the SD card slot. So you can expand the storage past the 32GB. So that's really nice. And also the device comes with a fairly hefty 5000 mAh battery, although like I said before, it's only a 10-watt charging, so that's a little bit of a shame, but it does add up to be such a low price. And also the device comes in two different colors, so it's mint green, which that is what I have right here, and also pepper gray. I'm not really sure how pepper is gray, but I guess they found some kind of color like that. And also have no idea how that looks like. I haven't seen the phone, so I can't really say. Now, as you can see, it does have a little bit of a texture to it. It's not necessarily smooth. It is a fairly nice looking texture and nice to feel. So yeah. And apart from that, the phone honestly handles probably the best out of all the phones that cost roughly around $100. This has got to be the best one. The closest thing I can think about right now was Huawei. I don't remember exactly the model that they were selling, but it was also around the price range of $100, and well, those phones kind of suffered through it and also didn't have the Google Play Store, while this does, and seems to be running way better than the other phones, honestly. So props up to that. It's an amazing device for such a low price. And yeah, apart from that, I don't really have anything else to say. The phone runs fairly well, considering it's a ultra budget version of a smartphone with an Android 10 and Google Play Store, so you get everything that you could possibly want. And I have honestly no problems. It even comes with a headphone jack. Now the only thing that I would probably say I would like to see different is this to be Type-C. It is 2020 and this is just completely outdated port. The headphone jack, I believe there will be probably a lot of people happy to see it, considering those that don't have the some kind of Bluetooth earbuds, so you can still use wire. And yeah, apart from that, the device is really good. So if you're wondering if this is the budget device for you, I would totally say it probably is, considering how well it runs and how cheap it is. So it's a really nice deal for what you get. But this would conclude the overview of the device, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.